First few shifts, it was really fast. I mean, the puck movement, I was trying to, get my head caught up. I thought as the game went on, I got better, and I knew coming in it was going to be tough to, adjust right off the bat because I've been playing for 13 games and I'm, coming straight out of, practice. So it's definitely something to build on.
Must be tough to swallow that loss with all the grade A chances, a couple goal posts as well. I think you guys had 3 or 4 in that game. That must be tough.
Yeah, I thought we struggled in the first. As the game went on, we got better. We had an opportunity on the power play there too. We had a lot of chances, just couldn't find a way. I think that's probably one of the best defending teams in the league. So, I mean, you got to get stuff to the net and try and get second chances. We tried, and their goalie played well, and defensively they played well.
Not to oversimplify it, but is it a matter of just special teams? They had that opportunity in the third day, capitalized. You guys had one late, but couldn't convert.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that was. They had 5 though. We had 2, so I mean you could look at that too. But their goal just kind of off a glove. I mean, tough bounce, but we pushed back hard, had chances to get it, we just couldn't find it.
Period where they outshot you pretty badly, and then some of the adjustments that you made throughout.
Yeah, I think we had a pretty slow start. We definitely want to come out stronger the next couple of games, but I think the second and third period we played pretty good hockey. I think we generated a lot of chances, and at the end of the day, I think we couldn't capitalize on those, and that's why we lost.
Just feel like so many close calls tonight that maybe some other nights maybe they go in.
Yeah, that's how it is. The refs are trying to make the right calls too. You never know what the right call really is. It all happens so fast. So it was a tight game. That's what we expected, but I thought we played pretty good.
That one chance for your
Yeah, for sure. I still don't know what's going to happen, but I was just happy that I got the 9th game over. It was something that was in my mind, but I thought the game went well, and just excited to be back out there.
Do you feel more and more comfortable with every game? I know it's been a couple of days since you've actually played, but tonight you seem to pick it up right away.
Yeah, for sure. I think those 2 games I didn't play, I learned a lot from above, just the way the game was played, and actually how much time you have and certain details. But I was just very excited to get back in there, and happy we got the win.
Also, you getting your glove down on that puck, did you know it was there?
I didn't know where it was. I heard the crowd. They were cheering, and I thought maybe it had gone over. But then I looked at the ref, and he didn't point, and blew the whistle. And I just tried to scoot forward. I had a feeling that when they went upstairs, you weren't going to be able to see just because the way I was positioned. But I'm pretty confident it didn't cross over. I think it was under my left pad. The guy just threw it to the net. It went off his shin pad, bounced off a few things, and sat underneath. And fortunately for me, I got a few bounces tonight, and it was a difference in the game.
Was that a stressful final 5 minutes for you?
I think we're getting good at killing that delay of game penalty in the last 4 minutes. But guys did great. We blocked a lot of shots. Even their power play there, we didn't give them much of anything. We had big blocks, kept them to the outside. I thought all game we were great. Maybe a little lull there for 5 minutes right after they scored in the second period. But after that, I thought it was a solid effort, and I thought we deserved to win.
Only your third start. How did it feel? Obviously, it's only been a week since your last one, but
Yeah, a lot more comfortable than the first one. I was just into the game quicker. We came out great, so I didn't have a lot of action in the first period. Probably really settled in the second after they got a few rushes there. I wasn't too happy with myself about the first one. That's one I'd like to have. Guy made a good shot, but I think I should probably stop that. So I wanted to, after that one in, I really wanted to lock it down. And fortunately for me, guys got a couple of goals there, and we got the win.
Do you know for a fact that that shot was in the luxury? Replays look like it, might have glanced off him, changed direction.
Yeah, I don't know. He's far enough out. I think I should make that save. I just got caught coming a little I was almost too aggressive and not enough on my angle, and I just lost him when he pushed it ahead. So I had a very similar shot in the third with Hendricks, and so I was thinking, make sure you're square this time. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if it hit him or not. Regardless, I got to make that save.
Are you ready for the surge?
Those guys come in, then I only have to answer it once.
It's great. He was in there. I was never going to be
They were all telling me to go without you, Matty, but
It's a tough loss, a tough break like that. You hit the goal this many times and you get
yeah, it was those in an 82 game season. I don't want us to accept losing, but the approach to the game, the effort, the build throughout the night, because I didn't think we were real strong in the first period. The build throughout the night, the holding on to our hands, the resiliency, those are all positives for us. But I don't want us to acknowledge that losing's fine, because it isn't. And there's some good things that we did. I thought we started very slow, and I don't mean slow as far as on our, not playing hard, but passing slow and receiving slow and anticipation skills and polish. All of that made us slow. We didn't anticipate well, and they had the puck a lot in the first period. I thought we got better as the night went on.
In their first goal, was it just a matter of lose a battle in the corner and then you kind of lost the battle?
Well, we lost a battle in the corner, but we still had numbers. We had layers of defenders. We did a poor job in that front, and it's in our net.
This team showing that it's pretty close to what it was when McDavid was here. Is that sort of important? Maybe more to people outside the room, because you guys didn't sound like you doubted it.
Yeah, no, maybe more to the people outside the room. Like, Connor's real important, and he would have been a great asset for us tonight with the pace early in the game. I think we would have been just fine with him. Jordan came back into the lineup, and that's a tough team to come back against when you've been out for 5 weeks. The game's flying, and it's going to take him some time. We knew that, to get up to game speed. It's a disappointing night that we lost, but we did some things well.
Did you notice the offside, or Jay, or did Miles notice the
Miles, between Miles and Jay, they do a tremendous job, and Miles notified us immediately that he thought it was a call, and Jay looked and Miles looked, and it was obviously the correct one.
You got the call on that, but what is your opinion on they get in the zone, they're throwing it around for like a minute, they score, and then you go back and it calls out? Is that rule tinkering, or do you like the rules?
I haven't had enough time to really think about that, to be honest with you. It's a hard rule to define, because how long do you let the offside go? Do you let it, if they stay in our zone for 10 minutes without a whistle and never come out and they score and it was offside, that's 10 minutes extra of a game. But that's the way the rule is. There has to be some definition to it, and that's how it's defined. We've finally, 13 games in, been able to use ours to our advantage finally.
It's your first trip around the calendar here. There's a thing that you're about to hit on the road. It's called the Rodeo Road Trip annually, and it's always a pretty important little span, and that follows with 2 home games and a whole bunch of away games. That's where the season went in the toilet last year. Can you talk? Is there anything you can tell Edmonton fans about where this team is?
Well, last year is, last year. I'm not around, but our goal from camp was to put a foundation in place. It was to get the players to understand what our identity was going to be and how we want to play. And I think that our group, our tempo in practice, our intensity in practice has reflected that a little bit. Our play, while we're not good enough to win the majority of the games like we'd like to, I think our play is leaning and starting to show that. There was a huge focus on massaging or strengthening the mental part of our group. And you heard me 100 times now, hold your hand, hold your hand. We continually see that from our group. So there are some positive signs. We know what we're going into. We're going into a tough spell on the road, but that's okay. We'll go out and it'll be a new experience for us. We'll play against some hard, heavy teams, and we'll work on our game. We'll try and get better.
Do you use that 500 mark as kind of a benchmark, and you don't want to slip too far?
Yeah, we don't want to, now we're talking about results and we're not getting the ones that we want, but, there's coaches in a million different sports talk about the process and all that type of stuff. It's important for us to be attempting to do things right and trying to execute things correctly and getting rewarded for it every now and then. The wins and losses will take care of themselves as they come, but that truly is our goal, is that process.
Nilsson played very well.
Yes, he did. Very good early in the game when we needed him, because we were slow. We were supposed to be a fast, hard, and supportive team. We were slow tonight, and their goalie gave us a chance to make a few adjustments, talk about things between periods, tinker with a few things so that we became fast. And the positive sign for us as a staff is the players do respond to that. They take the information, they go out and they try and apply it, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's positive that they're grabbing it and trying to go with it.
What do you think your young defense did against them?
Well, they, young and old, they talk about them as a group. That's a lot of speed coming at them quickly. And the 2 games we played prior didn't set us up for this game. And I think that's why in the first period we were on our heels a little bit. But as the game went on, I thought we adjusted better to it. We got a little more help from our forwards, and they weren't as effective as they were in the first 20.
You
talked about the speed. Everly talked about how fast it was for him in his first game. So it took him a while to get going. How did you feel it?
Well, I think Ebbs is a very honest player. It was flying around him pretty quick, and you know, his skill set's in tight areas, and that's hard visually and spatially to make plays when it's happening real fast and you're not used to that pace. But the good news is that when Ebbs is talking about that, I think he's also including our team as the game went on. We got faster, and so it's not just a reflection on Pittsburgh, but on our team as well. That game was moving. It really was, and we caught up to it in the last two periods, but it was a little too late.
Did you agree with the trip that
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I didn't agree with it at the time, but I went back and watched it. It's the right call.